if you don't make time for your wellness, you will be forced to make time for your illness. This is a great quote to consider when you're looking at your health, especially as we get older. For us, 30 and up folks, I'll be liberal enough to start with 30, right? For the 30 and up folks, the grown folks, especially if you turn in the corner at 40 or 50 like me, all right? You understand the power of this quote, right? And its implications. If you don't make time for your wellness, investing in your wellness, your physical well-being, your psychological well-being, your social well-being, when you don't do these things over years, when you're a kid, you really don't think about your physical health as far as what you're eating, even your exercise, because naturally as a kid, you go out a little bit, at least when I was a kid. Nowadays, a lot of these kids sit in front of a computer screen all day, but you really didn't have to think too much about your physical health with regards to moving around and getting active as a child. But you ate like a dump truck. I know me, as a kid, I could eat anything and, I wouldn't get overweight or anything like that. Nowadays, I eat one sandwich with an extra slice of bread and, I can feel it in my stomach the next day, right? So that just lets you know the power of being proactive with your wellness, actually taking an active role in investing in your wellness. Do you read books? Do you, talk to other people about, things that, mental situations you may have going on? Do you know what you're eating? Do you track what you're eating? Do you understand how many calories you're taking in? What foods are good for you? What foods are not that good for you? What's bad for you? What should you stop eating? A lot of these questions we tend to ask too late, when we're in the hospital, when we're sick, when we catch a stroke or, a heart condition. Then the doctor tells us, oh, well, you've been doing eating all of this, bad food this year, over the years. And now we've got to deal with this illness to get you, mitigated to where we can get rid of it or make it manageable for your life. And you don't want to wait till you get to that point. In sobriety, it's the same way. Yeah, when you have that first drink, when you first started off, you were able to drink through the night, wake up the next morning, go straight to work. Now you get older, if you're still drinking and engaged in those alcoholic acts, you find it's not that easy, right? Then you start having debilitating situations, whether it's with your stomach, your head. And these are things that once you take on an illness, it's a lot harder to get rid of than it is to prevent it from coming in the first place. So these are things that you want to think about. Do you want to invest in your wellness now while everything is good? Or are you going to wait until you're, really broken down or a major catastrophic event happens to you as a result of your negligence and then having to deal with that? And the choice is yours, guys. I mean, it's the age of the internet where now you can research all kinds of resources for anything. So there's really no excuse to at least go out there and start investing in learning more about keeping your wellness and what will keep you well, what will keep you healthy psychologically, physically, socially, right? And starting to invest in ensuring that you are as well as you possibly can be. So I just want to give that reminder out to you. I hope that pours into you. I hope it gives you something to think about. And remember, you don't have to make any major changes today, right? At least hopefully not, unless you're dealing with a major illness. And that's when you do have to make sweeping changes. But now, while you're well, while you're feeling decent, this is a good time to really take a more active role in your wellness, okay? Investing in what you need to know, maybe going to get checked up just to make sure everything's cool. Just like with cars, if you change the oil every 3,000 miles, most cars are going to run fairly well. It's when you stop doing those little things after a while and get negligent that one day you jump in your car and, the engine blows up or it doesn't work. And then now you either got to get a whole new car or you've got to pay a whole lot of money to get it back to functioning status, where had you just done the oil changes every once in a while, your car would be fine. So that's something for you to consider. I hope that pours into you. I hope you guys have a great day. And until next time, Peace.